Hi, I'm Steph, and this is your PMC extract guide for Reserve. We will start off with the most obvious one, which is cliff descent, and it is found next to this observatory. So if we look on the map, this is cliff descent. We are right here. The extract is behind this. So this is the easiest one to find, but not necessarily the easiest to extract to. If you go in the back of this building, you will find this little corner with the fences, and this is your extract. In order to be able to extract here, you do have to have a red rebel and you do have to have a paracord. But that's extract number 1, so let's move to extract number 2. From cliff descent, we will go downhill, go through a fence, and go to sewer manhole. We'll ignore this one, it's a cab extract. This one is a PMC extract, it's sewer manhole, and we'll see how it looks like on the map. So from where we are, we go in front of the building, and we already see the extract. Extract is found exactly there. That is the sewer, and that is the extract. Go down here. Path from here is through this fence. Don't try to go straight at it because you will be met with the fence. Just try to go diagonally. You'll find the crack here and the crack here. Okay, so this one is sewer manhole. The problem here is you cannot have a backpack. So if you have a lot of loot and want to extract, put everything in your rig or in your pouch and then you will be able to extract. Otherwise, don't use this extract. But the other problem is also you can get sniped from that building. You can get sniped from up there. So be careful when you use this extract and make sure that no one is sniping. Okay, so from sewer manhole, we will go to the 2 transits. They are pretty far from here, but if you follow the edge like this, you will get to them. Let's get to the train station. We'll look at these 2 transits and then we'll talk about the armored train. All right, so from where we are, as we said, we keep the map to our left, like to the border, not the map, the border, we keep it to our left, and we go all around until we find the train depot. Clearly, when you start knowing the map more, you will be able to feel more comfortable and just cut it straight through. So I'll go like semi in between the pathing you could take. So you could go through that building, go behind that, and go in the train station, or the safest route, honestly, like it is the safest route because you have so many little hills that protect you, is just go around the map until you get to the back of the train station. Let's run there and see how the transit look like. Coming from this side, when you reach this point, again you have to look at the fence because there is a hole you can pass through. You don't have to go through there. You can follow this path and you already get to a transit. There's a train station. This one is the first transit. It's transit to Lighthouse. As I said, we find it here. We're at transit to Lighthouse. And if we go further up ahead, this will be transit to Woods. So we were there. We came all the way here. And this is transit to Woods. All right, let's talk about the depot and the armored train. So with the armored train, you always have it on the map. But the armored train arrives when there's less than 17 minutes left on the map. The train makes a sound, and then you have 1 minute to embark or you are left behind. So when it arrives, it makes a sound like a honk, the train honk. When it departs, before departing, it does the honk again. We are in between the transits, right? We are here at the armored train. We are in between the transits. Pretty big. It's next to, these are the K buildings. This is what we call the K buildings. And this is the armored train. Again, make sure you hear the sound. It's pretty loud. And if you are outside, you hear it when it arrives. And when it honks again, you have 1 minute to get out. All right, that's the caveat for the armored train. From here, we will go on exit to Woods. For this one, you will be needing a ticket, one of those little maps. It requires this. You find this either in scav pockets or on boss pockets or even the guards pockets. You can also find them in filing cabinets, of course. So let's go there and see how this looks like on the map. So from the armored train, you can either go through there and hug the map again all the way there, or you can exit through here and go in between these 2. Right? You know you're in the right place because you see these. They're called the K buildings because, of course, they have a big K on them drawn. So in between these 2, you go all the way to the back at the fence. And you will see a big crack in a tank. You know you're in the right place because there's a big crack in the fence and there's that tank. When you come here, if you do not have the mines, nothing will pop. Do not go forward because you will die. If you have the mines, you will come here and they're gonna be like with the transit, it will say give map and you will be able to give the map and extract here. We are on exit to woods. From here, we're gonna do bunker hermetic door. The caveat here is we need to go to this little building in order to be able to activate it. And then we have to run all the way here while there's an alarm blaring to be able to extract. Let's see how it looks like because we are next to it. And then we'll go here to show you the exact building where you have to activate the power to be able to extract with the hermetic door. Okay, so the hermetic door is on one of these entrances. We passed it on the way here. It's right under us, basically. Come here, right? So that is the train depot. First entrance, because you don't have another entrance here. This is the first entrance with the green truck. That's the second entrance. You go past the green truck and you can see it's red. It will say restore power supply at the generator. I'll go at the generator just to show you what building you need to look at. But we're not gonna come back. So we go there, we power it up to see how the alarm sounds. Well, actually you don't need to see how the alarm sounds. It's very loud and it's very annoying. But I will show you where they're located. Nice. So we are at the power location for bunker hermetic door. If you know how to get there, you'll know how to find this shack as well. That is sewer manhole extract. That is cliff descent, and this is the power you have to turn on. You come here, you do the door switch, you are here, and you have to run all the way to the entrance here to go to hermetic door. It will be a loud alarm, there will be raiders being spawned, and everybody will know you activated. So if anyone is sniping and the alarm starts blaring, they will know you are in this building. So be careful when you activate it. Let's go to the next one, which is a co-op, which is Scav Lands. So Scav Lands from the hermetic door is straight ahead. That is literally Scav Lands. But we'll go there and I'll tell you a bit more about it. Okay, as we are reaching the Scav Lands, this is a co-op extract. So you will need a Scav and a PMC in order to be able to use this extract. I know I say this in all the guides, but it is important to know that you will not be able to use this unless there's a PMC and a Scav here. You have to walk all the way to the back of it, and it will be right here. Last extract, well, it's not an extract, last transit on the upper side of the map is transit to customs. It's to the left of the Scav Lands. It's very easy to find, and we will look at it in game. We go left here, past this building. We can go through the building as well. It's even safer to go that way, so I recommend it. But the transit is on the train tracks. You are pretty exposed. But if you have to use it, you have to use it. You will use it from here. Okay, so that was the last extract on the upper level, on the ground level. If you go in the bunker, there's one more extract here, which is D2. For D2, I will go to the main hall of the bunker, and from there I'll tell you what you have to do. But you have to learn your way to the bunker. You can go from cliff descent. If you enter the big building and you go all the way down, you can reach the bunker. From here, you can reach the bunker. There's many paths to reach the bunker, but that will be something else. If you need a guide for that, let me know in the comments. If you don't need a guide, let's go in the bunker. Let's go to the main area of the bunker, and then I'll tell you how to go to the extract from there. We are now in the main hallway of the bunker. The bunker has many entrances, as I told you, but the important part here is you have to activate another lever, another power switch in order to be able to use D2. You can go either through this door or then the way in the back. You go through this door, through this other door, through this other door. You break the glass. Oh, look, there's another door. And the power switch is here. You have to turn it on. When you turn it on, there is a chance that you spawn raiders. So getting out of this room, you have to be a bit careful. I'll go the other way around. That's where we were. And I said you can go through here. But there can be raiders spawning here, or in this hallway. Be careful about that. But after you turn power on, these are the gates. So we turn power on here. We exited through that hallway and we took a right. From this door, we take a right. We go left here. We go through the door. It says D2. We go down the stairs. Through this other door. Again, it says D2. That's where we're going. Be very careful here. People can camp here. Because of the light, Sometimes people stay there because you are blinded by the light. It's either there or there. You have to go up these stairs, through this little hallway. Again, when you open this door, be careful. There could be people just camping there, or to the left, or to the right. You have to be very careful when you take this extract. People sit in the weirdest places. Alright, you go down the stairs, follow the path to the other door. You open this, you go all the way to the back. There's another switch you have to push. And then this door is gonna start extracting you. That's it for Reserve. I do hope it helped you understand the extracts a bit more and how to get to them and how to use them. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe because it helps me greatly, and I hope to see you in the next guide. Thank you for watching.